one. So I plugged this one in and then nothing was coming out at all. So I was kind of worried. I was like, well, maybe this thing's messed up or something. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, or as always, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today I'm sitting in the Tahoe, and that is because I'm replacing the radio again. Now, there's nothing wrong with the radio that's in it, but it bugs me because if you can see, there's a gap in here where it doesn't sit flush with the dash. And that bugs me. Again, it's a Kenwood radio. I mean, it's a good radio, but it just bothers the heck out of me that it's not flush. So what I did was bought a new radio that resembles more of the factory radio of what, I mean, it would look like with the touchscreen and everything, but the screen's a little bit bigger. So this is what I got. Now, it doesn't, you can't put DVDs in it or anything, which is kind of a bummer, because that one you can, the original one you can, but at the same time, I don't have, you know, DVD players and the headrest and all that stuff. Well, it's thin, so there'll be no clearance issues back there. And again, it'll be sitting flush in the dash, regular mounting points, pre-wired, so I don't have to, you know, worry about wiring up anything. And I mean, I ordered that thing from Walmart online. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to go pick that up. And I think it's like 130, 140 bucks, something like that. Really not that bad. So I'm really hoping it'll be good. So this will kind of be a test of that. But all the reviews I've read said it was pretty good. And then also, I'm going to be installing a backup camera. This, funny enough, is actually also from Walmart. I've had this thing for a couple years. I was gonna put it in the silver car because that backup camera went bad, but I ended up selling the silver car, and then this was just kind of sitting there, and I've been wanting to put a backup camera in this, so I figured this will be the perfect time to install the new radio, put the backup camera in, and then the wife will be happy being able to see backing up. So let's get to taking this old radio out. Again, if you guys watched my last video of putting this in, this, at least in my Tahoe, is a pain in the butt to get off. It almost feels like you're gonna break it. Like, I'm terrified to take that off again, but I mean, obviously I have to replace it. So I'm just gonna do the same thing I did last time, just work around here and try to just kind of pull it off, and hopefully I don't break anything. And then if you watched my last video, I have the USB port in here. That's still going to be functional. It'll still plug into the back of that, do everything right. And that was also a CarPlay, Android Auto and CarPlay radio. So that's pretty cool on that too. So anyways, let's get to taking this off and putting in the new radio. Alright, so old radio, well, I guess new kind of old radio is out. There it is. And as you can see, this is the mess of wires you have to try to shove in there. And this radio wouldn't have been that bad, but I don't know if it's maybe something with the mounting kit or the radio itself, but it just wouldn't, I mean, as you can see, look at that gap. That just bothered me. So just went ahead, pulled this out. Going to probably sell this because that harness alone is about $100, and then the radio itself about another $2. So maybe try to recoup some of my money, sell that. But as of right now, this goes back seat, and then we plug in the new. So before I actually just fully mount this thing and put everything back together, there are two different wiring things you can use. I want to say one is for if you don't have bows and the other one is. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, make sure everything works, steering wheel controls, everything like that works, and then we'll put her in there, and then we will get to probably routing the backup camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hook this up real quick, turn everything on, and then I'll show you guys it working and everything like that. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so had a break in the case. So when I plugged this thing in, I was right. There are two different ones. So there's one for if your car doesn't have Bose, and then there's one for if it does have Bose. So I was plugging in this one. It has the more connectors. I kind of figured maybe this one would be it. Well, when I did that, only the front speakers worked, and the back speakers would just kind of buzz and be weird. So then I was like, well, maybe it's this other one. So I plugged this one in, and then nothing was coming out at all. So I was kind of worried. I was like, well, maybe this thing's messed up or something. Well, turns out you've got this amp power and then this amp power, and they've got to be connected, and then that's what turns on the factory amp under there and powers all the speakers. So now all the speakers are working, the radio's working. It looks really, really cool. I can't wait to show you guys that, like, functioning and everything. It's really cool. It comes with the beeper, so that way, you know, you still get your door chimes, and honestly, if you just want to get rid of it, you can just not plug it in, and then you won't have any of that. I think, though, if you do that, you won't have, like, your blinker beeps and everything like that. So I just went ahead and put it in, and everything's working good. You've got, which, I mean, I still got I got to get my heat shrink soldered joints, and I'll put those together. But you've got all of your amp outputs and everything. This one right here, I believe, is my backup camera, so I'll go ahead and wire that in before I shove this all in there. And I mean, it'll be perfect for later, because I'm gonna add a sub to it. I just got to figure out how I want to do it in this one, but it'll be perfect for when I want to add a sub. You've got, you know, all this stuff, and this radio is gonna be sick. Like I said, I can't wait to show you guys that. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw all this together, heat shrink those together, put everything together, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. All right, guys, and there it is, all installed. As you can see, it is flush, and I mean, it looks factory. So I'm connected to my CarPlay right now. You can change the color to this. I'll probably just change it to the factory kind of greenish looking color, but you can change the color to anything you want. The steering wheel controls work. Don't want to play that, don't want to get copyrighted, but the sword.
My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate are the most trusted in.
I do have to adjust this volume because this is 0
would be on your
and then that's 1.
No
so that's pretty loud. I can adjust the offset on that, and that'll be just fine. But source works, the mic works. I didn't hook the mic up, but the voice control works, the up and down work, everything like that works on the steering wheel, so that's awesome. And again, the only issue I really had installing this was that amp thing, but I got that all figured out. That was no issue at all. So, I mean, you've got the navigation. That works. It says looking for GPS signal. I won't show exactly where it's at, but it should pop up here any second. That's all working. I mean, honestly, for the price point of this thing and the way it looks, I think it was a steal. And again, I'll leave a link in the description for this radio. And then I already hooked up the backup camera. I'll kind of show that real quick. Probably just drop a picture. It's almost always going to be the pink wire, or it's going to be labeled rear camera. And in this particular Tahoe, they come with a reverse output for the camera. A lot of cars don't have that. I have a video of installing a backup camera on a car that doesn't have that feature, but luckily in these, if you want to put a backup camera in, it already has the signal for it, so you don't have to tap into like your reverse lights or anything. All you have to do is ground it out. So I mean, pretty much that's all done. So I guess we'll get to putting in that reverse camera. All right, guys, so I kind of jumped ahead a little bit here and went ahead and just wired up the camera. I'm gonna cut the wire. There's a wire in there that'll get rid of those lines because I don't like how it goes up. Where I have it, you can put it in the factory location, but I found out there's a lot that you got to do to that, and I just didn't really feel like messing with any of that. So I'll show you where I put it, and I'm gonna cut the lines. I feel like that's a pretty good spot, and then I'll show you how I ran everything. So coming to the back, I wired it right here, right there, right above the hitch. I feel like that'll be a pretty okay spot. And I mean, as you can see everything. And then this does have the parking sensors that, just in case you can't really see the back bumper, can't really see how close you are, it will set the parking alarms off, and then you'll be fine, you know where you are. Now, again, like I said, you could put it in the factory location, which is up here, right there. But to take that piece off, you have to take all of this off. You have to pull the wiper, motor, and everything out of here, and then plus the cord that I got, sorry for the mess back here, but the cord that I got wasn't long enough to go all the way up through here, up into here, through that, and then into the door. So there's a hole right here that goes down into the body, and then another hole right below that that just goes right to the ground of the car. And all I'm gonna do is the ground wire, just have it pushed up against this right now, but I'm just gonna ground it to this bolt to where everything here is inside the car, can't get messed up. And then all I did was run it through, up, down, under there, which I'm gonna clean all that up. It's not gonna stay like that, but pulled this up, ran it through here. Again, I'm gonna tuck this up under all that. Ran it under here, through here. You see the wire up behind the glove box, and then it goes into there, under there. Now again, this method works for this one, but I do have another video I'll link in the end cards that show wiring up a car that doesn't have that backup signal wire like this one does, and you actually have to tap into like the reverse lights or do something to get that to work. But it's not that bad, and this is just a lot easier, it already having that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish all this up, which I have to do a heat shrink on that. I'm going to clip this blue wire. This blue loop is the wire for those lines, so I'm gonna clip that, get rid of all those lines, and then basically probably just keep all this right here just kind of tucked up, or maybe tuck it behind the carpet, something like that. And then all that'll be done. Have a new radio, backup camera, and everything. So let me finish that up real quick, and then I'll come back to you guys, show you it all finished, and then that'll pretty much wrap this video up. All right guys, so as you can see, wires ran, can't see it, carpet's down, everything's put back together, and the camera is just right there. So I think that'll work. I've got it, it's kind of wedged in there, and then it came with some double-sided adhesive and stuff like that, so I put that in there. And I mean, really, I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. If it does, it's got tension on, a little bit of tension on the cord, so even if it does kind of fall, it'll just kind of fall right there. And then if it does, I'll just use the screws, screw it in there. But I think that's good. Then we'll close this. And again, like I said, I really wanted to put it right here in the factory location, but it was so much to take all that off and all that stuff that just kind of seemed more time effective and frankly a lot easier than taking all that stuff off. And that's a pretty solid area. So I'm gonna get back in there, turn the radio back on, put it in reverse, and see how it looks. So like I said, I should have got rid of the lines that were on it, so it should just be the screen, and there we go. So obviously you can see everything. You can see my creeper, which is literally almost right up under the car, so that's pretty good. Get a good low view, and I think that'll work. And I think it'll actually be pretty cool because I want to test something out real quick. Okay, so this is with a hitch on it. For the most part, we'll probably be using a hitch like I have on this one. Now this one's a bit excessive of a drop. I might get like a 1-inch drop or something for that one. But this is just a straight hitch. So if I get one with a little bit of a drop in it, that will actually help a lot with backing up to the trailer, stuff like that. Even like that, that's not terrible. Because again, you put it in reverse, I mean, you can still see everything, you just got the ball in the way. Obviously, if there's anything in the way, the parking sensors will beep and stop the car. So I think that works. Let me take this hitch off. But I think that'll do all right. So like I said, that's gonna wrap this video up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content I'm putting out and want to see more. I've got a few more videos coming out with the Tahoe, upgrading it a little bit. And then obviously got some stuff with the truck. And then the black car is just kind of the black car. So look out for new content coming out with all that stuff. And then if I left anything out, as always, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below. If I left anything out, didn't touch on anything, just leave those questions down in the comments. And as always, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Go follow me on all my socials. All the links to that will be in the description below and at the end cards at the end of this video. Also, all the links to everything that I bought and used, except for the camera, unless I can find the link to it on Walmart. I just went to the store. That was the one that was on the shelf. So everything else will have a link that you can go to and pick up for yourself if you like it. And again, let me know what you guys think of the radio. I personally like it because it's a lot closer to the factory radio, the factory touchscreen radio. So I love for that aspect. Plus it's flush, it looks good. So let me know what you guys think. And that's gonna wrap this video up, guys. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one.